hindi exempted or hindi ino-honor ang exemption namin sa mayor's permit
Ganito, sorry. Lahat ng mga mayors na hindi ino-honor itong Supreme Court ruling na sinasabi dito, exempted kayo sa mayor's permit, and yet napupumilit kapag ayaw niyong sumunod, pinapasala kayo. I need the names of those mayors. Patatawag natin dito, COMSEC. Yung mga matitikas na ulo ng mayors.
Okay.
Kasi may jurisprudence na. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na kailangan magdemanda pa dapat ang sinumang outlet. Siguro, ipakontempt na lang natin yung mayor na yon. Kasi tama ba ako? You're a lawyer.
Pwede rin, Mr. Chairman, pwede ipa-contempt yan. Pwede rin natin, sa next hearing.
Pwede kasuhan natin sa DILG.
Andito si DILG, sasabihin niya na pwede silang maging administratively liable.
Okay.
Pwede pa nga baka, doon sa, kung malilink natin sa anti-graft, criminally liable.
So, baka pa nyo kami
ni jackpots, nalugi ba kayo? So, just give us also the financial report. Pero itong short answer ni GM.
It was very good, Your Honor. We made 800 million in a month's time. If we just
sa one
pa
game.
po.
Dapat.
Hindi po yung totality.
Diba? Ang masakit dito, the executive secretary contextualize his opinion. Sa first paragraph pa lang kinakita, kaya binabanggit niya in the context of with the consortium of Smart Info Philippines Incorporated and China Lot Synergy Enterprises Limited respectively. Ando na kaagad Talaga naman ganyan. I think when the OGCC also gives an opinion, DOJ, they really qualified. Meron pa nga sa dulo yan na this has been rendered on the basis of the facts presented to us. Ganon yun Ganon parati yun para hindi nga nami-misuse. And this is a clear example of a misuse of a past issuance of the office of the executive secretary. Pati na lang sa time limit, paso na ito. Dapat bagong ES na. Out of respect, Chairman. Out of respect. Sa appointing power ninyo. Di ba?
Okay, what he's saying also, if I may add, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Robles and Attorney Jimenez, kasi iba si Medialdea, iba si Bersamin. Okay, so yung inisyong opinion ni Medialdea with this letter, baka hindi mag-agree dito at hindi itong maging opinion ng present ES na si Mr. ES Bersamin. So therefore, tama yung sinasabi ni Senator Coco.
Mr. Chairman, but we're getting the opinion of the President, not the ES. It must be the President. Okay.
Kasi ito, Medialdea ito So ang ibig sabihin, dapat itong opinion ni Secretary ES Medialdea, baliwalain na ito. Hindi na ito applicable sa present administration. Chairman Kua, you agree?
I fully agree, Mr. Chairman. I think the explanation of Senator Coco is very clear. So I fully agree, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so therefore, from now on, ikaw, Attorney Jimenez, Legal Department, PCSO, wala na yung mga previous opinion, previous memo from the previous administration, wala na, baliwalain nyo na yon. Okay, wala nang kwenta yon. Ang may kwenta ngayon, lahat ng mga opinion, bagong opinion ng sitting administration, yung present administration. Okay? Is that clear? At if may bago ko makalimutan, nabanggit mo kanina, Attorney Jimenez, na pagtapos ng bola, andon yung kayo lahat, mga taga-PCSO, kasama po yung Commission on Audit, nag-observe para agad-agad nilalag kung may nanalo ba o wala right there and then doon sa bola habang pinapanood at pagkatapos mapanood real time yung draw. Tama? Ilang tao ba yun nandun?
That was the answer of my colleague here, Ms. Cerelles.
Mr. Reyes nga pala, sorry. Tama? Anong tawag doon sa yung grupo na yon?
We have the data security Internal Service Audit Department, and the Commission on Audit.
Yun, yung tatlo na real time, pinapanood yung bola, after mapanood, pipindutin sa computer kung ano man yun at sinasabing may nanalo o wala, napapanood nila.
A different draw procedure po. Binubola po yung winning numbers and then ine-enter po sa system.
Kaya nga po, in-enter sa system, and then right there and then, malalaman second, in a split second, 1 second, malalaman agad, lalabas agad, computer siya. O sabihin natin, in 2 seconds, pick, wala nanalo. Diba? Ganon?
Yes, Your Honor, malalaman po.
Anong tawag doon sa grupong yon at sa procedure na yon?
Draw procedure po.
The procedure. Now, and I have a lawyer here with me, Senator Coco, magdagdag tayo ng isa pa. Kasi, PCSO and then COA, bilang, I have nothing against COA, Commission on Audit, pero may mga balita ako na yung mga taga-Commission on Audit, kuminsan, madaling kasabotin. So, how about kung mag-add tayo ng tao sa labas? Maybe a member of the academe, member of the religious group, or member of the civil society na manonood lang. Na totoo talaga yung ginagawa niyong procedure at walang house show. Mr. Robles, would
Yes,
you
yes.
answer
We're
that?
open to that, Your Honor. Very good idea.
Okay, that's all. Mr. Serrades. Go ahead.
Sino pong provider natin ngayon doon? Because the database on the actual number of combinations where there are bets is not with PCSO, di ba?
It is with PCSO po. The owner of the data is PCSO.
Yes, the owner. But do you have it while you're drawing? Hawak niyo yung data?
Yes po.
Because the draw is at what time?
At 9 p.m.
Then the data are surrendered to you by your service contractor?
We collect the data po. We have the save data in our USB. Right after 2 minutes, 8:32, nasa amin na po yung data, sir.
So before the draw, may cut-off na, hawak nyo na yung data. Provided by, who gives you the data on the number of, on the combinations with bets? Sino yun?
We have our own data po. The PCSO personnel po, our employees, are the ones handling the data po.
Hindi, meaning to say, pag-place pala ng bet sa Lotto outlet, ang information na yon hawak na ninyo kagad? Pag-place pa lang ng bet?
Yes po, we have the control.
You have the control?
Of the data, yes po.
Okay, that was not the system before, no? So you improved the system, bale? I think before, tinatanong ninyo yung service provider kung may nanalo o hindi. Tama ba yan? From the very start, hawak na ninyo yung data?
From the very start po,
No,
PCSO owns the data po.
Hindi, iba yung owns the data, but pag-place ng bet, you already know the universe of the bets placed. Alam niyo na.
Yes po.
Okay, and then 8:30. Kailan nagko-close ang bets?
At 8:30 close na po yung bets, wala na pong pwedeng tumaya. At 8:32 po, wala na pong pwedeng mag-cancel.
Wala na pwedeng mag-cancel, so hawak na ninyo yun. The bets are in a file.
Yes,
Kada
Your
bet ba
Honor.
ay may file? So
Yes, Your Honor.
merong very unique date and time stamp yan, yung file na yan.
Yes po. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so yun ang ating mga safeguards. And then pag 9 o'clock draw ninyo, then you search your database.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yun po lang, Mr. Chairman, kasi on the integrity tayo nakatingin.
Kaya sabi ko, Mr. Chair, nag-agree naman si Mr. Robles, which I appreciate, na magdagdag tayo ng isa pang tao na mag-observe doon sa procedure. Yun nga, it's either member of the academe, member of the civil society group, or member of the religious group, or anybody na paiba-iba, papalit-palit para mag-observe. That's okay with you, Mr. Robles? Good.
Po, if you could also help suggest po para
Yes.
mag-guide kami. We'd also
Very good.
accept suggestions.
Thank you. Pero bago niyan, I have a pending resolution directing the BIR in coordination with PCSO to provide the committee with the tax payments of winning bettors. Ang ibig sabihin kanina kasi Senator Coco, pagbabanggain natin yung mga nanalo at amount ng mga pinalunan doon sa BIR kung talagang totoong nagbabayad, at dito malalaman natin if it adds up. Kasi kung if doesn't add up, then may problema. Okay, so yun yung issuance of subpoena.
I agree, Mr. Chairman. Actually, yung mga...
So, second the motion mo?
Yes, I second
Okay.
the motion of the Chairman.
Committee? Okay na?
We
Okay.
will subpoena the BIR.
Yes. BIR records. Okay, BIR. Dito magkaalamanan kung talagang merong lukuhan. Kasi pag hindi nag-match,
Kasi,
dapat, kunyari, sabi ko kanina, Mr. Chair, sa isang buwan, kunyari sabihin natin December, ang nanalo ay 20. Okay? At pinalunan is 100 million total winnings. 20% of that is 20 million. Yung meron bang 20 pumasok sa BIR na nagbayad ng tax at umabot sa 20 million yung binayaran nila, nagkakamatch. Kasi pag nagmatch yan, then wala tayong problema. Pag isa lang doon hindi nagmatch, may malaking problema tayo.
actually, Mr. Chairman,
Yung ko na
yes,
document sa BIR.
inaugment ang jackpot sa 3 lotto games in December by 500 million each. So, 100 million na kagad minimum bayad ng mga tumama. They will be listed as top taxpayer for for a certain year. Mr. Chairman, top taxpayers na yun. 100 million kagad ang tax.
Mr. Chair, since nandito naman itong mga IT sa DICT and Mr. Lagi ng Cybercrime Investigation Coordinating Center, am I making sense doon sa request ko na para magkaalamanan kung may anomaly o wala?
Yes, sir. Actually, we in the DICT and CICC can help attest or malaman yung katotohanan between what is being said as a sworn testimony versus the going to be offered electronic evidence from the PCSO. So dun po natin malalaman kung sino mas trustworthy. Yung sworn testimony o yung computer systems. And yung magiging opinion po ng DICT, CICC will be based on 4 authoritative documents.
Okay.
First would be the Cybercrime Prevention Act. Kasi dun po merong mga definitions kung mga misuse of devices and all of that. Secondarily, since pinag-uusapan po ay pera, we will be using the wisdom and yung regulations po na ginawa ng BSP through their circulars with regards to who is supposed to be responsible and informed and so on and so forth pagdating po sa pera. So yung BSP circulars. Thirdly, we will be using the language as well of the relevant ISO documents since po yung nabanggit po ng PCSO kanina. And also po, ISO documents are relevant because we have adopted them as Philippine National Standard. The fourth one would be, although indirectly, pero very relevant pa rin, would be based on the Nevada gaming rules because po of the nature of the industry. The Nevada gaming rules is relevant because it was adopted by the VVSG or the Voluntary Voting Systems Guidelines, which was used for the American voting systems, which in turn is adopted by the Philippine COMELEC for the automated election systems. So yun po yung language na gagamitin po namin para po ma-bridge namin yung lengguwahe ng mga teknolohiya, technologists, at saka yung mga lawyers at mga layman para maintindihan po ng lahat. Now, with regards po sa claims, I remember back in 2010 when we were using VVSG to authenticate the results of the automated election system. Para nung member po kami ng JCOC under the late Speaker of the House Nograles, there were claims po that the Smartmatic machines do not have extra access points, and they were basing it on the VVSG. However, in this very room, under the Senate Blue Hearing Ribbon yata noon, when we discussed the machines, we found out that there were serial ports that allowed us root access without logs, and we were able to examine the PCOS machine. We called them the PCOS machines back then. So based on that experience po, based on the VVSG, based on the Nevada gaming outlines, we can employ the same digital forensics procedures to find out the truth po. Kung sino mas credible, yung sworn testimony or yung yung electronic evidence na pinipresent po ng PCSO.
But therefore, lahat ng pag-usapan dito at all of these resource persons that are here should submit as a position paper and then bibigyan namin kayo ng copy and you have to analyze it.
Opo, pwede po. And then moving forward po, kasi po nabanggit din po kanina, the DICT-CICC can help provide the standards on secure gaming systems para po pag next time po pag sinabi ni BIR, pakita nyo lahat ng mga resibo namin, yung resibo, the BIR can easily audit the correct earnings for the country.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Lagui. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kay Mr. Lagi. Have you examined the system of the PCSO na sinasabi nila 8:30, stop na yung ano, and then so is PCSO open to parang an audit of your computer system na totoo bang 8:30 closed na, 8:32 wala nang bawian, tapos draw 9 o'clock, pagka siguro ma-announce yung winner, may time gap ng konti, ang tanong lang natin doon, hindi ba masinghitan ng invented winner na ang date and time and maybe an extra outlet stamp mamanufacture pa. So
And adding to that, Senator Coco, I need the DICT and CICC to inspect the system, the whole system, machines of the PCSO. Is that okay by you, Mr. Robles?
Opo, we welcome that po. Kasi para sa kapanatagan din namin dahil kulang din naman kami ng expertise dyan eh.
Exactly. Observe the whole system. I mean, the works, lahat. Tingnan nyo, busisiin nyo, hanapan nyo ng butas, yung butas na yun yung that will lead to an anomaly kung meron ba kayong makitang butas. That will be your job. Is that okay?
Okay po, pero we have to negotiate with you.
What is the negotiation?
The quality of evidence that you expect to ascertain kung trustworthy yung system or hindi. Kasi
so ang gagawin nyo po, tingnan nyo po yung integrity ng PCSO, yung system, sabihin nyo sa akin, titingnan nyo, bubuksan nila yung kanilang system. Lahat ng i-require nyo, lahat ng gusto nyo malaman, lahat ng mga documents na kailangan nyo, ibibigyan nila. No holds barred. Diba?
We would call it po we would set up negotiate an audit engagement po. Para
so audit engagement tawag noon. Okay. On your terms. Okay ako doon. Negotiated audit engagement, Mr. Robles, you have to say yes.
Yes po.
Okay, Mr. Lagi.
Po, kaya po ng skills po ng
How long would that take, Mr. Lagi, sir?
Oh, good question, sir, because we do not have an idea on the extent of how many machines they have or what are the type of evidence that you will be requiring to
Well, that's all up to you. Ang kailangan namin, masiguro na walang lokohan na yung integridad po ng the whole PCSO system. And nasa inyo na po yung bilang mga expert, paano nyo po gagawin yon? If you need time, you need 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, it's okay. If you need budget, sa susunod na budget dito sa Senate, tataasan kong budget sa DICT.
Okay po, let me...
Dati ko naman kasi sinusuportan.
Ganito po, when I audit po government systems based on common criteria, pag yung talagang matindi, bago mo pwedeng ibenta sa Malaysian government or bago mo maibenta, bago tanggapin ng Japanese government, ng Australian government, o ng American government, the typical audit process lasts up to 2 years because the criteria that we use is common criteria and is very, very stringent. It goes from not only examining the source code, but also the way encryptions are done. You go to the factory, you inspect, and you make sure that when the machines are made, compiled, and then delivered, they are done so in a secure and trustworthy manner. Pero medyo mahirap po yun. 2 years po yun. Pero very, 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 very...
Well, kahit na 2 years, sir, okay lang.
Okay.
Basta't ma-prove natin whether or not may integridad ba itong Lotto games.
The shorter time period po would
kung baka pwede mo ma-shorten yung 2 years, baka pwede mo gawing 1 year.
Actually, 6 months po pwede.
Oh, yun naman pala, 6 months.
However po, yung quality po of evidence, yung amount of audit work that could be poured into...
Sir, sorry, fix yan natin, huwag na paligoy-ligoy. Gaano katagal ang kailangan nyo na para ma-prove whether or not meron bang lokohan o wala sa mga lotto games? Yun po importante sa mga mananaya. Kung kailangan nyo ng 6 months, we'll give you 6 months. Sabi ko, sa susunod na budget, padadagdagan ko kayo.
The quickest answer po, if
Sa DICT, sabihin ko, dagdagan ang budget ng DICT. Ay, ang CICC din, of course, DICT and CICC.
The quick answer po is if the public trusts PCSO, it could be as little as a few months. However, if there is fraud that were detected in discrepancies in the payment system,
Well, right now, allegations lang at pagdududa. Kaya nga kayo hahanapan nyo ng butas kung meron kayong butas na mahana.
right po, we don't have any evidence of fraud. that
Kaya nga
was
po,
committed.
we don't have any evidence of fraud. Kaya nga po, papasok kayo para inspection nyo. Tingnan nyo po integridad ng PCSO at yung Lotto Games.
Opo.
Right? So pagdating sa sa Senate budget hearing, i-sponsor ko kayo na madadagdagan kayo ng budget. Okay? So 6 months, okay na sa inyo.
6 months po. Wag lang magka-aberya, kundi
Okay.
aabot ng 2
Tapos may
years.
sinasabi kayo kay Mr. Robles na umokay siya ng tawag nun, auditing, tawag nun?
Audit engagement po.
Auditing engagement. Auditing engagement arrangement.
Cybersecurity audit engagement po. So basically, we
Comsec?
set the scope.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, the sit-entail payment, so I'll have to go back to the board para doon. Baka mahal yan, I'm not within my authority in price.
Okay, so you want to be excused? Ano sa-
Po, hindi naman po ngayon yan. Baka may payment
may
po
This
yung
is a government
engagement.
function po.
Okay.
This is a government function po.
Kaya nga,
Libre.
kung wala namang bayad, I think we can say yes. If it's a
Libre?
policy,
Oh, libre daw, Mr. Robles. Libre.
that's your chance to get ibalik yung ano nyo.
Libre. Okay, kung libre, then sabi ko nga sa Senate committee budget, sa budget hearing sa Senate next year, padadagdagan ko yung budget nyo. O kasi masipag kayo, tumutulong kayo. Okay? I'll do that, promise. Okay. So now, we can move on. Pabilis na tayo. Dito po sa Pacific Online, nandito pa yung members, representative ng Pacific Online, Mr. Christopher Villaflor.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Dumaan ba sa vulnerability, BAPT, assessment and penetration testing ang mga system online ninyo?
Yes po, Your Honor. Through PCSO, the ICT will only act on PCSO's request po.
Hindi, ito yung tinatawag na vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Meron ba kayong dinaanan yan, conducted by a third party, bago kayo pumasok sa negotiation sa PCSO para sa inyong mga computer systems?
Mr. Chair, DICT po ang nag-conduct ng vulnerability assessment and penetration testing po.
DCT?
We would have to, just to state that a vulnerability and penetration test is very short period of time. It can go for a few days to a couple of weeks, including the report writing. However, ang nakikita lang po kasi ito surface level. Nakikita lang po kung ano yung vulnerabilities on the interfaces, kung ano yung nakikita nyo sa web app, sa website, and so on and so forth. Yung pinag-uusapan po trustworthiness natin, kaya po mas matagal because we actually have to go down into the systems and paano nagpe-print, paano nag-create ng logs, then you test the logs, and then you issue an opinion kung trustworthy yung system and up to how much can you trust it. So iba po yung vulnerability assessment. That's a subset of the audit process.
Okay, in short,
May I?
dumaan ba sa inyo to? Kasi sasabi niya, dumaan daw sa inyo.
CICC po kami, but I believe that the NCERT has a competent capability to do such a thing.
They are.
I
Mr.
will have to
Wag, I
consult po.
think.
I'm not so
Dapat-
sure po. Kung
You're not so
different po kasi siya sa NCERT, different organization po
Hindi,
yun.
ang gusto ko kasi malaman, kung kayo po ay dumaan sa tinatawag na vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, sino po ang gumawa noon? A, and then B, I need to see the result.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Naka-PCSO po yung result ng DICT vulnerability assessment and penetration
Gumawa ng
testing.
DCT. Okay, so I need to see the result of that. Pangalawa, encrypted ba ang data ng
Mr.
ticket
Chair.
serial number, numbers chosen, at personal information mula sa user? Kung encrypted ito, sino ang may SSL? SSL stands for Secure Sockets Layer.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes lang, sagot mo?
I cannot put into details kung ano po yung ano namin because that will entail as our vulnerability po, Mr. Chairman. So kung ano po yung security measures namin, marami po nakikinig sa public, so magiging vulnerability po namin yung...
Well, I understand that. Okay, sige.
Mr. Chair, may
go
I
ahead.
po? Opo, the system of POSC was subjected to VAPT po. It is signed by Mr. Kuya. And we have the result.
Okay. Now, this is very important. Pag yung isang tao na gustong mag-register para makataya online sa Pacific, meron kayong tinatawag na KYC, Know Your Client. Am I right? And then doon sa KYC, ang requirement lamang ay one time magpapakita ng picture. Tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Hindi yung mukha ng tao?
Mukha po ng tao.
Okay.
Front ng ID, back ng ID, at saka selfie po, Your Honor.
And then selfie ng tao or video ng tao?
Selfie ng tao kasama yung ID na kinuha niya po.
Okay, selfie ng tao. Okay tayo. Selfie ng tao, picture, tapos yung ID ng tao. At anong klaseng ID ito, sir?
These are IDs qualified by PCSO to submit po, Your Honor.
Hindi, kasi kung ako mag-register ngayon, papakita ko yung mukha ko, and then mapakita ko ng ID. And then, after a few minutes, na-aprobahan eh. Marami ako mga tao tinesting eh. Nag-register sila, ilang oras pa lamang, aprobado na agad. So, paano nyo malaman na yung mga ID na present doon ay legit?
Your Honor, it's PCSO po ang nagkakandak ng approvals.
Oh, then that has to be changed. Kasi paano mo malaman kung valid yung ID, kung fake yung ID at hindi pala ano yun, hindi, bata lang pala yun. Ang edad at, di ba, pinalsipay lang.
Your Honor, it's Data Security Department of PCSO is the one conducting the approvals and evaluation po.
I know nga, pero you have to change the system. Paano? Turuan kita. Kasi nga, yung ID na pinipresent doon, pati muka, makukurap yun. Pwede siyang mag-issue ng peke na ID. Pwede siyang magpakita sa inyo ng peke na ID, peke na kung ano pang ID na require nyo. Am I right?
Pwede po, Your Honor.
Now, kapag tumataya na yung tao, ano yung mga measures na meron ang inyong system to make sure na yung taong tumataya yun, siya talaga yun?
Before the player can place their bet, Your Honor, they have to be approved during the Know Your Client.
Ano yung KYC ninyo before the bettor can bet?
Ito po ay dumaan sa evaluation ng birth date niya.
No, sir.
Yung ID.
Again, just like kanina, you can hear me but you're not listening. Anong KYC ang ginagawa nyo para masiguro na yung tumataya na nag-register sa inyo na sinasabi niyang siya yun at siya ay dapat tumaya dahil nasa tamang edad siya, paano nyo masiguro? Kasi kung hindi mo masagot, meron akong suggestion.
Your Honor, we won't have any visibility po of the player kung sino po yung may hawak ng...
Exactly. That's why ang aking suggestion, dapat yung tumataya real time, makikita yung mukha niya sa video. In the same way, yung mga pumipila sa mga outlet, makikita yung mukha nila eh. Sabihin, uy, bata ka, totoy, hindi ka pwede, alis ka dyan. Oh, ganun din dapat sa inyo. Pag tumaya yung isang tao online, papakita niya mukha niya. Eh paano ko yung tumataya pala sanggol? Oh, ginamit yung ID ng kanyang tatay. Si sanggol may gatas pa sa bibig. Tumaya, nakalusot. Kaya nga dapat, real time. May video. Kasi nag-agree si Ms. Xavier. Tama eh, kasi kung pupunta ka sa outlet, ganun ang patakaran eh. Oh, dapat ganun din sa inyo. You have to have that kind of system.
I agree po, Your Honor. We adhere to the directive of PCSO kung ano yung requirement po.
Do I have to go to OGCC or PCSO? OGCC, what's your opinion?
Your Honor, that pertains to the technical aspect.
Okay,
of the
technical.
SOI.
So PCSO, can you require that?
If yung charge po namin sa KYC,
Okay, KYC. Ma'am,
we
may
do
suggest.
human verification po for the KYC. So we establish po the identity through the picture that is being
No,
sent.
no ma'am, mapaiksi tayo, humaba tayo. Yung sa akin, continuous. Okay na, nagbigay siya ng ID na mag-register siya. Lahat ng requirement, pinulpil niya. However, pag nagtaya na siya, dapat siya yung sinasabi niyang siya. Ibig sabihin, pagtaya niya, makikita yung kanyang muka real-time, live. Na para magkakaroon ng facial recognition, imamatch yun. Ikaw ngayon nag-register, ikaw ngayon nagtataya, ikaw ngayon at hindi ibang tao na pineke yung ID. You follow me?
Yes po, Your Honor.
I want to have that kind of system para ma-avoid natin na tumaya yung mga bata o tumatango yung CICC. You agree with me, sir?
Nakikita po namin yung basis ng inquiry niyo po kasi yun po yung mga requirements ng anti-money laundering live KYC.
Okay. So, I want you to have that kind of system. Obligahin nyo yung Pacific Online to have that kind of system.
Yes po, Your Honor, we will look into that. And we also have plan of data sharing agreement with government agencies like the LTO to establish the identity of the players po.
Exactly. Very good. Inad mo yan. Dapat, pag nag-register yung tao sa Pacific Online, dapat konektado yung system nila, ninyo, sa lahat ng agency tulad ng LTO para ma-cross-check kung siya nga talaga yon. Okay? And then,
Yes po.
kung yan ay pumasa, kailangan, pag tumaya siya, real time. May
Yes.
kita yung mukha niya. Hindi yung picture lang. Okay?
Yes po. We will look into that po, Your Honor.
Okay. Senator Coco? Okay?
Maganda pala yun sa outlets, may camera pala doon? May camera? Wala.
Hindi,
Wala.
makikita ka.
So yung teller lang ang magsasabi.
Oh, kasi makita
Judgment call ni teller kung bata o ano, sabi, hindi niya ipapataya. Ganun ba, Miss Sabia?
It has been the policy that the kids, are not allowed, so
Right.
the teller
Kaya
can
nga,
see
so-
if they're children.
Precisely. So, ang vigilance is with the teller na
Yeah,
huwag niyang patayin.
they are trained
Okay.
to drive the kids away or not to cast their bets. Even if the father is in the car in front of the lotto, we require the father to get out of the car and to cast his bet.
So, ganun din yung so sa US yata, may picture sila no? Sa US ba? Required ba? Or incidental lang yung mga CCTV cameras doon? But that's a KYC. At saka requirement daw, Mr.
Yes.
Chairman pala. Requirement, sabi ni
Nag-agree
Mr.
sa
Lagi,
atin yung
requirement daw ng
CICC,
anti-money
magaling
laundering.
talaga kayo. Next year, tataasan natin budget nyo. Okay. Sige, that's for now. Para,
Chairman, yung ating, I'll be very short lang. Ito pong aking resolution.
yes, sir.
I filed this October 2022 pa. Medyo na sa dami ng concerns kasi natin na limutan natin. Proposed Senate Resolution 253. Ito po yung but it's really a relevant resolution because it's about the integrity and trustworthiness of your lotto games. Eh. Pero ang example lang kasi nito, ang naging trigger nito was the 433 winners noong October 2, 2022 ng 655 na multiples of 9 yung lumabas. So, If I can get, siguro not now, kasi alam ko may mga lakad pa si Chairman tsaka siguro si GM, your position paper on this, the explanation on how come there were 433 winners. Kung ang explanation ninyo ay, ito, anticipate ko na rin yung sagot nyo, kung ang explanation ninyo ay inalagaan ito, may system ba kayo to check na dun sa multiples of 9 na betting system ay inalagaan din even before this draw. I mean, that should be facts. And then if you have those system to check it, Can you prove it? Ipakita nyo na lang na on this particular bets, ito yung mga multiples of 9.
Mr. Chair, if I may add, we did that immediately kasi ang winning record namin was 10. So immediately, we tracked kung ilan yun over 3-month period, I think. At meron po talaga, malaki po talaga.
So your system is capable of knowing on a per draw basis, the combinations na merong bet.
Yeah.
So and then you can also on demand place a combination and then find out ilan ang nagbet sa combination na yun.
Historical,
on a per draw basis.
Historical po yun. The historical.
So, if that is the explanation nga na may nag-aalaga ng multiples of 9
may one pa po. Yung multiples sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yun po ang pinakamalaki.
So just show us, hindi na natin papasukan yung data nyo, but yung reports generated ninyo, even before October 2, 2022, dapat yun ang katotohanan, hindi ba? Kasi alaga, supposed to be alaga eh. So, and then, if I can know with particularity, on October 2, 2022, on that 6:55 game, how many distinct combinations had bets? Distinct yun. Ibig sabihin ng distinct kasi ilan ba itong 6:55? Ilan ba ito? There would be 28.9 million combinations yan eh. So, pwede kasing lima tayo, pero we place the same bet sa isang combination. I want to know sa 28.9 possible combinations, ilan yung natayaan on that particular draw. Okay? At October 2, 2022. Ngayon, ang tanong, because it's so itong aking resolution ay applicable din dun sa nangyari na tinamaan lahat ng augmented jackpots natin over, Mr. Chairman, over 1 month. These were 5 games, we augmented the jackpots. 100 million, 100 million, 500 million, 500 million, 500 million. Ang augmentation, in addition to the level of the jackpot yon. And in less than a month from its augmentation of each game, tinamaan. Okay. So if we can get also the number of distinct combinations na may bets doon sa 5 games na yon, magmula noong, ibig siguro a few draws before the augmentation, and then tuloy-tuloy up to the time na tinamaan siya. Para makita po natin. Kasi, sa akin, madali kong maisip yun na isang game, in-augment mo yung jackpot, nagtayaan ngayon ng bulto na marami ron. So, maybe yung 28.9 million possible combinations, natayaan ng 25 million combinations doon. Di laki ng chance nga tatamaan. Ba't ang ginawa po natin? 5 games eh. Tinamaan lahat eh. Ibig sabihin nun, lahat ng betting public eh, dinagsa lahat yung 5 games na yon to almost cover the possible combination. So if we can have this data, GM, kaya ba? Kaya naman, so parang hindi na natin pahabain itong hearing this afternoon kasi dadaanan din namin yun, i-analyze namin yun para makita po natin doon. And then, ang isang question siguro, when you augmented the jackpots, nalugi ba kayo? So just give us also the financial report. Pero itong short answer ni GM.
It was very good, Your Honor. We made 800 million in a month's time. If we
sa one game, dapat to.
Hindi po, yung totality po.
No, but if it's 800 million, augmentation nyo is 1.7 billion.
Pati po yun, covered po yun. Bumalik na po yun. So that was the net.
Over and above. Okay, bigyan nyo na lang kami na report, the financial report naman na if you also were able to talagang generate sufficient interest and then hindi kayo nalugi dun sa ano. But it doesn't matter. Kung nalugi man kayo hindi, I mean, hindi issue yun kasi sabi mo nga is to generate interest. Pero tandaan nyo yung section 10 as provided by Judge. Judge, ito na lang Mr. Chairman, give me just a few. Section 10, Judge, ikaw nag-bring up sa amin ito, Section 10, RA 1169. Ano yung basa ninyo dito na with the approval of the President of the Philippines, dito lang ba ito sa shall promulgate rules and regulations for the holding of lotteries? or applicable din ito dun sa after the semicolon, shall fix the number and the price of the tickets for the same, and number of tickets usually given gratis to the ticket vendors, semicolon, fix the number and amount of prices, semicolon, fix the date when the sale of tickets shall close, semicolon, and designate the dates and place or places where such lotteries shall be held.
Your Honor, it pertains to the entirety of how PCSO shall conduct
The entire
lotteries.
paragraph.
Yes, Your
Tama.
Honor.
All of those enumeration ng mga shall be deemed preceded by the phrase with the approval of the President of the Philippines.
Correct, Your
Correct.
Honor.
So that includes fix the number and amount of prices.
Correct, Your
Correct.
Honor.
Augmentation, actually, the augmentation to the tune of 1.7 billion pesos ano tawag mo doon, modified, change the jackpot price, destroyed the science behind the fixing of the jackpot, because the jackpot siguro sa other jurisdictions, jackpot, initial jackpot is dependent on the possible number of combinations. Ganun yun eh. Tapos in-augment natin ng 100 million, 100 million, 500 million, 500 million, 500 million. Okay? And then in 1 month's time, tapos ang kwento, ubos, tinamaan. I'm actually looking at past history, Mr. Chairman, na kung umabot ng 500 million yung isang game, that means, ang theory kasi, pag 500 million na-attract na yung mga bettors eh.
Yes.
So that's a theory. We were looking at a past experience na 500 million yung game, at gano'ng katagal bago tinamaan. And we will have to compare this with this augmentation nung last December, na in less than 1 month, 5 laro ang tinamaan.
Sabay-sabay.
Yes, in less than a month.
That's questionable. Kaya nga sa
Yes,
susunod
we will
nating
have to
hearing,
look at this, Mr. Chairman, and maybe if Ms. Xavier can help us with alam niyo yung data ng mga draws di ba? Na may game na umabot na ng 500 million yung ano niya, jackpot niya without augmentation, ito yung natural accumulation of the jackpot from the bets. Then, ang theory, naka-attract na yan ng bettors. Bet na yan. And then, tignan natin, months muna bago tamaan eh. So, itong nangyari last December is really an anomaly. Hindi lang 1 game, 5 games, Mr. Chairman.
Sabay-sabay nung nag-augment. That's why yung sinasabi kanina sa BIR, ibabangkay natin kung baka mamaya kung nag-file man pare-parehong tao lang palang nanalo. Dapat nandun yung pangalan nung bettor na nanalo, nagbayad siya ng 20% tax, sino siya at saan siya. Taga-saan, di ba? Sa BIR nandun yun, Mr. Tibayan?
Mr. Chair, ang nag-remit po kasi sa amin ng withholding is yung si PCSO. So,
correct, pero those information that did mention to you, nandun dapat yun. How much was won? And then anong date, anong draw, magkano? And then the name of that person and address.
And the TIN.
And the TIN number.
And the TIN number of that person.
Tama. Kasi hindi naman siya makapag-file kung walang TIN number. At kung wala siyang TIN number, meron bibigyan ng opportunity yung walang TIN na magkaroon siya ng TIN.
check namin po, Mr. Chair, kung ano yung available na information. Kasi
Hindi, pero
ang nag-file
am I making sense to you?
Yes po,
Di ba
Mr.
pag
Chair,
nag-file ka, dapat may TIN.
Yes po, po.
Hindi ka naman pwede makapag-file ng walang TIN, di ba? Then since kung halimbawa isang tao, nanalo siya, wala siyang TIN, kailan mag-file ng tax, gagawin niya ng paraan na para matanggap yung kanyang ipa-file na tax, mabibigyan siya ng TIN.
Yes po.
Tama? Kaya nga, I need this information.
PCSO is here. The entire team of the PCSO is here. How do you do it when you remit the tax on the from the winner? Are you the taxpayer sa BIR or is it the winner who is the taxpayer? Yes, Panyero.
Mr. Chair. The PCSO is the withholding tax agent.
Oh, correct. Okay.
The taxpayer is the winner.
Yeah. So when you report to the BIR, may TIN number to, may pangalan ng taxpayer. Kasi credited sa kanya yun. Top taxpayer siya ng Pilipinas eh.
Yeah, we do submit the ALPA list, the so-called ALPA list, Mr. Chair, indicating the names of the winners.
Yes, so Yeah,
Mr. Chair.
pakita dapat natin
Mr.
sa BIR. Yes,
Senator
correct,
Coco, pagbabanggain natin. So sa susunod na hearing, I need those documents at pumayag naman, sinecond motion ninyo, yung PCSO na i-provide yun, sapina namin yung document na yun.
Yes po. Hingi rin po kami sana ng yung alpha list para
Alpha list.
earlier ma-prepare po
Okay, Comsec, kasama dun sa i-request sa PCSO yung alpha list at pumapayag naman si Mr. Robles. Okay na?
Mr. Chair, point of clarification. Are these for the winners for the recent?
Kasi yung reason, hindi pa nakapag-file yan eh.
Opo,
So, let's go back. So, yung mga ina-file na. How long would it take up from the time na pinala at na-process nyo na?
As long as nag-file na po sila, makikita naman po sa system.
Agad-agad?
Opo.
So, agad-agad, di ba, pinafile nyo pag minanalo? Pag claim na?
Yeah,
Agad-agad?
monthly, Mr. Chair.
Monthly?
For the last month, we have yet to file the same.
Okay. So, November, meron na yun? Na-file
Meron
na?
po, meron.
Okay, November. Bigyan nyo sa kanila. I need 2 months. 3 months. September, October, November. Ibigay niyo po sa
Mr. Chair, we'll do it.
Okay. Now, bago tayo magtapos, Mr. Chair, Senator Coco, itong hinaing ng ilan sa ating mga outlet operators, ni-require ng LGU na magkaroon ng mayor's permit itong mga outlets na dapat ay sa Supreme Court hindi na kailangan. At kapag hindi kumuha ng mayor's permit itong mga outlet, pinapasara ng LGU. So sa next hearing, we have to invite COMSEC and DILG. Tama ba ako, ma'am, yung problema niyo? LGU. So ano nangyari? Ni-require kayo na kumuha ng mayor's permit na ayon sa PCSO hindi na kailangan kung tutusin. Wala naman sa batas na required kayo na kumuha ng mayor's permit. Exempted na dapat kayo.
Opo, kasi yun po ang gusto naming liwanagin dito. Kasi may mga bayan po talaga sa Batangas na exempted sa mayor's permit. Tapos meron din pong mga bayan na nagbabayad ng mayor's permit. So bakit hindi po kami pare-pareho? Pare-pareho lang po kaming mga authorized lotto agents. So gusto po namin liwanagin alin po ba ang masusunod, yung LGU or yung PCSO. And aminado naman po si PCSO na matagal na nilang alam na may ganitong problemang nangyayari, nag-e-exist. Pero sa tinagal-tagal ko na pong sumusulat, tumatawag sa kanila, kung hindi pa po ako mangungulit, hindi nila bibigyan ng pansin. Pero until now, ngayon po January, pinagbabayad na po ulit kami ng mayor's permit. So ano na pong aksyon ng PCSO? Yun po ang aming gustong liwanagin. At kung talaga po ba na kailangan namin magbayad ng mayor's permit or hindi na? Bakit po merong mga exempted, merong hindi? Yun po yung gusto namin liwanagin.
Who would like to answer, Mr. Chair? Mr. Robles? Okay. AGM Gabuyo, ma'am?
Good afternoon po. Actually po, di ba, the PCSO issues certification that you are exempted from
Yes,
mayor's permit.
Yes, ma'am.
May mga decided cases na ano tayo dyan, yung mga jurisprudence
Yes, ma'am.
natin. And we also write yung ating mga LGUs. But apparently po talaga, mismo, kayo po mismo, di ba, nagpupunta pa yung mga branch managers natin to talk to the mayors. But yun nga po, ang nangyayari po, talagang nire-require sila.
Pero Ms. Gabuyo, dapat ipaglaban nyo sila.
Yes
kasi
po.
kliyente nyo sila.
Yes po,
Dapat
pinaglalaban po
makipagprasuhan
namin.
kay Mayor. Mayor, meron na Supreme Court ruling na exempted sila. Pakita nyo to sa mga mayor.
Yes po, binibigyan po namin sila ng...
Anong reaction ni Mayor?
Yun po yung ano.
At sino itong mga mayors na ito?
Sige po.
So far po ang...
Ipatawag natin yung mga mayors na yon.
Ang alam ko lang po na yung nakipag-usap po sa akin na mga bayan is na hindi exempted or hindi ino-honor ang exemption namin sa mayor's permit.
Sorry. Lahat ng mga mayors na hindi ino-honor itong Supreme Court ruling na sinasabi dito, exempted kayo sa mayor's permit, and yet napupumilit kapag ayaw niyong sumunod, pinapasala kayo. I need the names of those mayors. Patatawag natin dito, COMSEC. Yung mga matitikas na ulo ng mayors.
Okay po. Although hindi naman po lahat sa Batangas, meron naman pong ino-honor, pero meron din pong hindi nag-o-honor. At ilan po sa kanila is Santo Tomas, Tanawan, Lipa, Batangas City, San Pascual, so far po yung Ibaan, dati po yung Rosario, hindi. Pero nung pinakita po nila yung exemption certificate, in-honor na nila. So hindi na po kasama.
So ito pinakita nyo sa mayor nyo pero hindi in-honor?
Opo, matagal na po namin yung pinakikita.
Okay. Comsec, patawag natin DLG and then patawag natin yung mayor ni ma'am. Okay. Kasi Supreme Court ruling na to, Senator Coco. So dapat kayo dyan sa PCSO AGM Gabuyo, ipakita nyo to. Pinakita nyo ba to kay mayor?
Pinakita po namin and we issue sa certification na po.
Ano sabi?
Kaso talagang hindi nila pinapansin.
Hindi, pero hindi ba kayo umakit sa DILG o magsampa kayo ng kaso sa korte, pumunta kayo sa Supreme Court, sabihin nyo para may contempt, may issue ng contempt itong
Sir,
mayor na
i-verify
hindi
ko lang
sumunod.
po na we also wrote the DILG regarding this matter eh. Meron na rin po silang opinion. Lahat po
Ano
yan
opinion po
meron.
ng DILG?
I'm not sure, but we wrote it.
Exempted.
po.
Okay, exempted. So, Senator Coco, being a lawyer, so ano opinion mo rito na may opinion ng pumunta siya sa DLG in fairness at sinabi ng DLG exempted talaga at sila nagsabi exempted yan pero meron pa rin mga mayor matitigas. Anong recourse natin?
Well, una sa lahat, I'm glad nag-issue pala kayo ng certificate of exemption. Tapos sinasite siguro ninyong legal basis is the Supreme Court. Sige, is there a success story na isang outlet ano natin na nag-sue sa mayor and then nanalo? Is there an success story?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Yun nga pong Supreme Court ruling na mention po dyan yung case kung saan nanalo po ang authorized lotto agent against LGU.
So very specific pala ito. Ito nanggaling sa baba na pinapabayad dyan ng mayor's permit. So ito na mismo pala ang president natin. Okay.
Kasi may jurisprudence na. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na kailangan magdemanda pa dapat ang sinumang outlet. Siguro, ipakontempt na lang natin yung mayor na yon. Kasi tama ba ako? You're a lawyer.
Pwede rin, Mr. Chairman, pwede ipakontempt yan. Pwede rin sa next hearing.
Pwede kasuhan natin sa DILG.
Andito si DILG, sasabihin niya na pwede silang maging administratively liable.
Okay.
Pwede pa nga baka, kung malilink natin sa anti-graft, criminally liable.
So, bakapan nyo kami PCSO dahil kliyente kayo nila. Kasuhan natin itong mga mayor, ipakontempt natin sa Supreme Court. Am I right, Senator Coco?
You have a legal department If the legal department, as Attorney Jimenez, you're the manager of the legal department, if you could spare 1 or 2 lawyers, ipa-specialize mo muna rito sa struggle ng ating operators para ma-recognize sila as tax exempt. Para may assistance sila mapuntahan?
Actually, Your Honor, to be candid, the issue regarding the mayor's permit requirement has been a perennial issue between PCSO and some LGUs. And this has already been tackled by the past administration, and they were contemplating on issuing an executive order, if only to delineate the extent of this authority of the LGUs over PCSO lotto agents. Unfortunately, there was no executive order issued. But with respect to this present situation of the lotto agents, we will look into it.
Can we, ang request ko po, I'm sure the chairman shares this, if you could spare some lawyers to assist actual disputes na to, assist muna. Kasi kami naman sa committee, we'll do our share, our part. Yung may sa hearing, tatawagin na yung, andyan si DILG, andyan yung mga mayors para ma-confront sila. But yung mga actual na nangangailangan na kasi sinisingil na yan sila na mayor's permit ngayon So kung pwede ma-assist ng 1 or 2 lawyers para lang talagang ipakita kay mayor na they're exempted. So do your part, the committee will do our part. Yan yung idea.
Kasi malaki ang binabayad ng sa mayor, so maliit na naman kita ninyo. Tapos
Actually po, Mr. Chair, bukod po sa mayor's permit na sinasabi po, sa aming part lang po sa Batangas City lang po, Mr. Chair, ang sinasabi po nilang dahilan is regulatory fees lang daw po. Yung binabayaran namin, kagaya po ng sanitation, yung basura, fire, inspection fee, mga ganun po. Kami po, mga lotto agents, hindi po kami mga abogado, pero sa pagkakaintindi po namin sa Article 1169 is all authorized lotto agents are exempted from any fees, permits, licenses, taxes from LGU. So, dun pa lang po, yun ang pong pagkaintindi namin. Wala talaga po kami dapat bayaran.
So pag hindi ka nagbayad, pinapasala kayo?
Actually, 2 beses na po ako nakaranas masaraduhan. Yung una po ay, yun nga po, hindi ako kumukuha ng mayor's permit. Tapos yung pangalawa po, yung napasama po ako sa na-pre-terminate.
Okay, sige, ganito gagawin natin. Comsec, patawag natin DILG, and then patatawag natin yung mayor ni ma'am. Kung anong city po kayo?
Batangas City po, Mr. Chair.
Sino mayor niyo po doon?
Si Mayor Beverly Rose Di Macuja po.
Si Honorable Mayor Beverly Rose Di Macuja, ipatawag natin. And all the mayors na alam nyo na hindi in-honor itong Supreme Court decision?
Yes po. Mr. Chair, if I may po elaborate kung ano po yung reasons ng aming LGU. Kasi nakailang letter na po ang PCSO. At
Okay, sige, ano pong reason?
Doon po sa una, yung latest na po ito, ang reason po nila is ang exempted lang daw po sa amin is yung operation, yung pagpapataya namin. Pero yun daw pong aming outlet, yung physical outlet, yun daw po ang sisingilan sa amin ng regulatory fees. Sabi ko po, kung in-exempt, sinulatan ko po ulit sila, sabi ko po, kung in-exempt niyo yung operation namin dahil yan ay PCSO, so ano pong tawag niyo sa outlet namin?
Ma'am, pero meron ng opinion yung DLG, di ba?
Opo.
Na sinasabi exempted kayo. Okay, hayaan niyo na po yung reason nila, palusot nila. Okay, ang importante, may opinion na ang korte at may opinion na yung DLG at nabasa ito ng LG at sinabi totally exempted. At pinaglaban pala kayo ng PCSO, in fairness, matigas lang ulit yung mga mayors.
Meron po kasi silang pinapaliwanag na sarili nilang batas.
Hindi, kaya ma'am, papaliwanag sila dito. Gusto namin marinig paliwanag nila. Mas maganda dito para malaman na lahat. Kasi paliwanag kayo lang pinapaliwanagan.
Opo.
Gusto namin malaman, taong bayan, magpaliwanag yung mayors.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Sige. So, meron pa kasi tayong PAGCOR, Senator Coco, kung i-close ko na ito para susunod na tayo sa PAGCOR, may malaking issue dun sa PAGCOR, by the hundreds ang sinibak nila, mas matindi dun. Okay. We now move to our next item in the agenda. The next item would be Senate Bill number 261, amending Section 12 of PD number 1869, Charter of PAGCOR, filed by Senator Tolentino. So, since wala nang
Mr. Chair.
Stop ni Senator Bongo. Okay. Oo nga pala. Last na lang pala, sorry. Ito, Senator Bongo. Meron po yung issue si Senator Bongo. Magkano po ba ang na-disburse ng pondo ng PCSO through malasakit centers? There are reports that some malasakit centers do not have PCSO representatives. Sinulatan ng office ni Senator Bongo ang PCSO tungkol dito noong nakaraang taon. According to the DOH, as of January 2024, there are only 90 out of 159 malasakit centers with PCSO representatives. Ano ang plano ng PCSO dito? Kailan nyo lalagyan po ng personnel ang mga malasakit centers na walang PCSO representatives in accordance with the law?